Hey, so I've done other videos talking about how to reach your goals, but maybe you're one of those people who are like, I don't even know where to start. Like, I'm completely clueless. And I really, to be honest, don't even know what my goals are. But I do know that my life sucks right now, and there's gotta be more to this. Well, if that's you, stick around because I'm gonna be giving you lots of tips today to figure out what the heck you're here for. Hi, my name is Yonci. Welcome to my channel. Each week I give you videos on either relationships, love, sex, and dating, or I give you tips on how to improve your emotional well-being, which makes you a better person to be a better partner, and you get it. Anyway, go ahead and subscribe if you want to get more videos like that. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified each time a new video drops, which I do on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and on Sunday nights I have a live stream starting at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Now, if you're a return viewer, thank you so much for coming by, especially if you are a subscriber. And if it's your first time, welcome. The water's warm. Come on in. All right, so let's chat. Now, this video is going to be a little bit similar to some of the videos I've done before, but I'm going to go into more details. Like I said, this video is for people who really don't know what they want to do with their life, but they know there has to be more than this. Maybe you hate your job. Maybe you are in the job that you worked really hard for, but it's not what you thought it would be. Maybe you want to make more money. Whatever the case may be, you feel something inside saying, this ain't it. I need more. Well, here's a rule that you have to understand. The universe loves momentum. So even if it's trying to figure out what the heck you want to do with your life, you need to get started, okay? It's like a ripple effect. You got to do that first little drop to be able to cause that ripple to start. Now, of course, the ripples get bigger and bigger as it spreads out, but you got to have that initial contact. You got to trouble the waters, as they say. So I'm here to teach you how to trouble them waters. So at this point, you obviously don't have a product, you definitely don't have a service, and you probably are clueless as to who your sphere of influence is. It's kind of like a multi-level marketing term if you haven't heard of it. It's basically the people that you can influence just already in your circle. But anyway, that's besides the point. You're in the right place because I'm going to teach you where to start. I did another video about self-discipline before, but in this one, I'm going to really hammer the point home. You gotta tackle self-discipline because it is the foundation for everything. And if you have a shaky foundation, everything you put on top of it is gonna be really wonky. Think of any profession that you wanna get into. You wouldn't go straight to the top. You'd start at the entry-level position and build the different skills that you need, gain the experience, and then you're gonna be handed potentially the keys to the kingdom. So if you want the keys to your proverbial kingdom, you gotta start at the entry level. And the entry level is self-discipline. Now, keep in mind, the beginning is always the roughest because it's totally foreign. It's kind of like riding a bike. When you're trying to build momentum, at first it's kind of difficult. You probably have to kind of stand up on the pedals to get the thing going. But after a while, you get into a groove and everything starts to become smooth sailing. It might be a challenge, but nothing is the same as the beginning effort you have to make to get the thing going. Now, it has been said that it takes 21 days to form a habit, so I strongly suggest that the things I'm going to suggest to you, you do consistently for 21 days. If at any point in the 21 days you break your routine, start over at day 1. Don't go back and pick up where you left off. You have to get three full weeks under your belt. It's kind of like brushing your teeth. Do you ever wake up in the morning and go, should I brush my teeth? Or did I brush my teeth? No, because chances are the second you woke up, you got out of bed, went in the bathroom, and knocked that out. This is how your life needs to be. The things that I'm going to share with you today need to be like brushing your teeth or eating. You don't even think about them after a certain point because they become your life. And it's the key to your success. So remember, just like the ripple effect, you have to have that initial action, and the initial action includes these items. The action I recommend you take is taking control over things you have control over. And let's start to really think about the things that you have control over. You have control over the amount of time you sleep. You have control over the things that you eat, the things that you drink, the conversations that you have, the people you hang around. You certainly have control over what you do in your spare time. You control what kind of content you take in. You control how much physical activity you have. You control your thoughts. You control what you think about, and you control what you talk about. So over the next 21 days, I want this to be part of your routine. Wake up at least 1 hour earlier. and I know, don't cringe, don't shut off the video, it is going to make a huge difference. So I did the math, and if my calculations are correct, if you give yourself an extra hour a day by getting up an hour early, you multiply that times 365, it ends up giving you an extra 13 days. Yes, I said 24 hours. You have an extra 13 days. Now, if I'm wrong, you can leave a comment if I did my math wrong, but imagine 13 more days of productivity each year. That's just in a year. So 1 extra hour, and trust me, it will become a habit and your body will get used to it. And I also recommend you don't just do this on the days that you go to work. Whatever time you get up on the weekdays or the days that you have work, keep it consistent on the days you have off, because your body is like a machine and it gets trained. And so every time you get off of that little track, you have to try to get back on it when it's your, I want to say Monday, but not everybody starts on Monday. Whatever your first day back, it's like getting back into it. By the time you finally get your routine down, now it's your days off, and then you get the point. It's a vicious cycle. So you've got meditating, you need to drink more water, okay? Google to see how much water you need for your sex and maybe your height and your age, whatever. Just let Google be your friend. Take in more fruits and vegetables. It's good for your body and your brain, so eat more fruits and veggies. Try to cut down on the amount of processed foods that you eat, and up your activity level. In a previous video, I talked about the effects of working out, and there are so many good side effects to working out. So get in there, even if it just means doing 30 minutes of jumping jacks or doing stairs or anything. It could be dancing to your favorite song, but move your butt for 30 minutes a day. Get that heart rate elevated. That's all that matters. You need to get as close to 8 hours of sleep as possible. And now I know people will argue this and say adults only need maybe 6 or 7, but figure out how much you need. Here is a suggestion. This is what I did. I did a little experiment. On a day that I didn't have to get up at any particular time, I noted the time that I went to bed, and I noted what time I woke up. If you wake up without an alarm clock, that tells you how much time your body needs to rest. Think about it. If you have to use an alarm, that means your body is not getting enough sleep. So you want to go to bed as early as you need to get up at the time that you're supposed to without interrupting or disrupting your sleep. Does that make sense? So yes, you might have to start having granny hours like me, but again, do you really want your goal, or do you want to be the cool kid that stays up all night? Pick your battles. The next thing I want to mention is super crucial. Use your words to breathe life. Go back and watch my other videos about the power of the tongue. Do not use words like no and I can't. Instead say, I don't have it yet, or I am working towards XYZ. Monitor your thoughts. That's another one I have a video on. Don't just let your thoughts fly around all willy-nilly, because if those suckers take root, they get planted in the fertile soil of your mind, they start to wreak havoc. You have to catch those negative thoughts the minute they get planted there and pluck them out. Don't let them do damage. When it comes to your intake, and by intake, I mean content that you take in, don't watch or read or listen to anything that does not uplift your soul. And if you want to go to the next level, don't listen to, watch, or read anything that doesn't get you closer to your goals. So, self-help books, things that educate you on your craft, anything that will improve you is fair game. And don't just take in content that's entertaining. If you're gonna listen to something, watch something, or read something that is gonna add value to your life. Self-help, there is so much content out there that is free for self-help or education in the area that you want expertise. And last but not least, spend your time thinking happy thoughts and envisioning your future. When you get yourself excited, when you physically can experience the emotions, it sends those waves out into the universe and sends that out so that you can get those things back that you're dreaming about. Think, meditate, hope, wish, pray, whatever you have to do to conjure up that image in your mind to allow yourself to the point where you get elated. Think about it all the time. Put Post-it notes around your house. That's why vision boards are so big, because you can envision it. If you have a creative mind like me, you could see it. I mean, I've written a movie in my head and I've watched it a million times. Do the thing in your head that you want to do in real time. Imagine yourself tasting it, touching it, smelling it, feeling it, whatever the case may be in that moment. And that's why meditation is really helpful, because in that time, you can focus your energy on thinking those things that you want. Now, I gave you a lot to go over. I don't want you to be discouraged. Think of yourself as somebody who wants to run a major marathon, but you've never even walked or jogged in your life. Do not expect for your life to change overnight. Work on making a new habit and a new routine, because that is the fastest way to get to the new you. Hey guys, I hope you liked this video. That's all I have for today. Like I asked you earlier, please hit that like button. And if you want more content like this, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to be notified every time a new video drops. And of course, when I go live on Sundays. If there is something that stuck out to you in this video and maybe moved you or gave you an idea that you hadn't thought of before, let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you guys, and I can't wait to see you next time. Until then, tell someone that you love them.